The enemy artillery unit is straight ahead. Teams that have closed in on the artillery. Attack now.
Welcome everyone to Wrestling Casuals. It's Shaun speaking with Scotty. And hello to you. And we're talking today about the recent Batman trailer for the new Batman film starring Robert Pattinson. It got released, but when was it? It was yesterday, wasn't it? 2 days ago?
Yesterday, during DC Fandom.
That's it,
Matt Reeves, Batman.
Matt Reeves. Oh, okay, sick. I did not know that. So, me and a few other people are hopefully learning something. So, what's just off the bat? What are your first initial thoughts? Have you got a good feeling about it based off the trailer?
I think this is going to be something new. That's for sure. Something new, but then they're going to go back. I don't think they're going to go as far back as year one, but I still think, by the looks of things, Batman's got quite a lot of things sorted, but he's still new to the game.
Right. Okay.
That makes sense. He's not fully Batman yet. He's not fully realized.
Yeah, who he is.
And, other than that, I think this is going to be sick.
Yeah.
I'm so ready.
Yeah. So there's the little fight scene he has with that criminal. And it just looks like it's going to be brutal, you know. And I think
the gang member.
Yeah, that's it. And he just bashes him to a pulp. So it seems like he's not showing any restraint. He seems Robert Pattinson when he's out of the costume as Bruce Wayne. He seems a bit of a broken man. That's what I get from him. The way his hair's a bit long and he looks really tired. So I think it's going to be all Batmans are dark, but it's going to continue and be kind of it's not going to be a fluffy Suicide Squad kind of thing. It's going to be a good Batman. I think we're going to get a good film, and I am excited for it.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah.
So it seems to me that this is going to be we're going to follow him on his emotional roller coaster as being the Batman, because being the Batman, it's obviously he gets 2 hours of sleep a day. You know what I mean? So that's his full. that's his full thing. So every time you see him, he's just knackered and he's completely pale white because he's just that's it. You know what I mean? He's constantly in the darkness, or he's in the Batcave and things like that.
That I see. So it's he hasn't adjusted to that lifestyle yet. He's still he's it's still taking a toll on him, a more of a psychological toll. No, that's good. That'd be proper cool. Yeah, I'm into that.
Possibly dealing with the grief as well. He's turned his emotions quite deeply in this one. So the other Batmans to me was very Bruce and Martha, they died and stuff like that. He was super angry about it, but on this one he looks like every day he's super struggling with it.
Okay, yeah,
that could possibly be a thing. So
do you reckon we're going to get another alley scene? Because I cannot be bothered to see it. That's one thing I do not want in this film, is another alley scene.
No, I think if anything, it'll just be a quick bang, Pearl's gone, that's it.
Right, yeah, I'm into that. Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Yeah. Just an image of Pearls dropping on the floor, and that's it. Yeah, no, that'd make sense. That'd be fine. So just to where do you see the film going? Because you said to me earlier that you're getting Hush vibes from it.
So I think this is going to be following a Hush storyline, because the way that that person at the start of the trailer, the villain at the start of the trailer, he's got the duct tape and he's wrapping up what I believe to be Alfred. It might not even be Alfred, but it looks like he's taping him up and he's putting no more lies over him, and then he's also he's put a paper bag over his hand as well, so I don't know what's in there. Maybe he's holding a gun or something like that. I'm not too sure.
Is he dead though? Is that a dead Alfred?
I don't know, maybe, but when you listen carefully and everything's silent, you can hear them breathing. So I don't know if he's just knocked him out and he's just that, and he's taping him up to possibly kill him. But I think he might be dead, yeah. And then Alfred might just live throughout memory. that makes sense.
Right.
He's always just a voice in the back of his head.
Oh,
sort of
that's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, so I think that's the kind of way. But I think what you were saying though, like it's come quite like the more I watched the trailer, the more I got into the idea. Yeah, like it's the Riddler, but then
I was meant to say that you've just stole me from just to explain. Scotty laughed at me and basically told me how wrong I was for saying that I think the Riddler's involved, and he's basically
you're wrong.
yeah, and now he's admitting I'm right. Yeah, okay.
Yes, I'm openly admitting that, even throwing it out there on YouTube.
I'll take that.
Yeah, I was wrong on a comic book technicality. That's not even the right word. Yeah, so yeah, like what you were saying about the Riddler, like now that I looked at it, more question marks that are popping up more and more in the trailer itself. Like they're everywhere. Like there's quite a lot of them. And
there's also the riddle that I don't know whether that's Gordon, the fellow who was off Hunger Games and that.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, is that Jim Gordon? Yeah. So so when he's telling Batman, he's basically reciting the riddle as well. So I think that's a big.
The guy that says, "Does this mean anything to you?"
Yeah, that's Jim Gordon.
He was also Isaac in The Last of Us 2.
Was he? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool, man. Are you full of like little nuggets of facts there, like it? Yeah.
Yeah, that's my life.
That's it. Yeah. Very good. No, that's So yeah, I mean, we haven't really seen the Riddler since Batman, whatever, with Tommy Lee Jones.
Forever.
Forever. That's it, and that was just awful. So it'll be it's a good new source. Or Gotham, which he was. I liked him in that. I thought he was all right. To be fair, I liked his journey in Gotham.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm into the Riddler. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, yes, I'm also into the idea that about the Penguin as well, because Colin Farrell's been cast as the Penguin. He got cast ages ago, and like openly said, like, yes, no, I've been cast the Penguin, and his kids were saying like, oh, did you have to be a villain? That one of the late shows. So I'm curious to see where he comes in. I think Catwoman looks sick as well. I think Zoe Kravitz is going to be a great Catwoman. The way she looks as well. So this looks like a lot more like everyone's armor is coming from different comic books. So like Zoe Kravitz's armor is like very, it's very sleek yet like almost a latex suit, but she's wearing like a beanie that's been cut out.
Is that Zoe Kravitz as Catwoman?
Yeah. God,
this cast is sick.
Yeah. And then if you look at Robert Pattinson's, like his
Robert Pattinson's Batman.
Yeah. If you look at his armor, it's very patchwork. But on the other hand, like if you look at the Arkham series, like the games, it kind of reminds you of that.
Yeah,
sort of thing. Like it's just steel plates instead of like smooth.
That's
like,
it. Yeah.
Up-to-date textures and things like that.
I did like. Did you ever read the Injustice series?
Yeah, I had to stop reading it, and it upset me.
Yeah, but I thought Batman's armor and that was boss. I was proper into it. So like, and in the Arkham series, Batman's armor, like I was like the fact that he stopped wearing like just like latex and that, and it just became and leather, and it became a full on like body armor suit basically.
Yeah.
So
like steel and Kevlar, wasn't it?
That's it. Yeah. So I think it looks great. What's the main thing that you're looking forward to seeing in it? Like if there was one thing that you would like to see in a new Batman film, what would it be?
Better looking villains, I think.
Okay.
I think the villains really need to come to light in this one, and I think that like the way this is going, like from watching the trailer, it looks dark, it looks gritty, it looks very Gotham how it's supposed to be. And then the villains themselves, I want them to be different. I don't want them to be this showboating, like, I'm all out. You know what I mean? Like the Riddler, like he's in bright green. Like don't bring him into bright green anymore. I like the Penguin, like make him horrible, make him leak like black liquid out of his mouth and stuff like that. Kind of like the old Tim Burton one,
right?
Where Danny DeVito was. You know what I mean? Like make it look horrible.
Right.
Or, like,
okay.
You know, something like that. Don't just make him a normal mafia boss.
Right.
I don't know, something along them lines. Like make this not a horror, but something which makes you still go ew. Like you know what I mean? Like make it gritty. Yeah, and then like just make the Batman like the way he just went through that thug like that like the gang member, and he just goes through him, like make it rough and tumble, like just go for it. And also his car, that looks sick. I can't wait to see that get explained.
Yeah, no, I'm into that. Yeah.
How about yourself?
I'd say. So obviously the Christopher Nolan series was great. But the thing that I always felt like they were a Christopher Nolan film when I watch Batman. Like, whereas I want to see a Batman film with a hint of the director. So I want it to be. I do want it to be a bit more cerebral. Whereas like the Christopher Nolan one, it was all about the visuals and the camera work. I mean, they were beautiful films and I loved them to death. But I want it more, as you say, like get inside the heads of each character more and make it a bit more psychological. I think is what I'm looking for, because that's what I loved about Joker. It was like a proper psychological, thoughtful film, and it made you feel something. It wasn't just like, oh, let's just sit back and enjoy this story. It was, you were almost like repulsed in parts by the Joker. Like it made you feel uncomfortable, and I think that's where DC needs to go. Let Marvel be the little like comic book kids kind of thing, with bright colours and heroes who always do good. Let DC,
a little big comic book.
That's it. Let DC go dark and say no, we're going to be R-rated, 15, 18 films. Like these aren't for kids. Kind of that's what I want. Whether they'll do that, I doubt it, because I think Joker might have just been a fluke. But yeah, none of the Justice League like buddy kind of thing that we saw from like the recent Justice League. Let us lean heavily more into the Joker side of a style. But yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to, man. That's what I hope.
Well, that's the thing. Do you reckon that'll be like a one more thing at the end of this? That like there'll be a Joker card left somewhere?
Lad, if we could have like an Joaquin Phoenix Joker who's like a bit old and like proper demented, versus a young, grieving Batman, like I just think that would be like a Batman who's still kind of like understanding what his code is, versus a Joker who will push him to who push him to the very edge. That's what I'd look at, and almost the way the Joker made us feel like compassion towards him. Like let us blur the lines between Batman and Joker. Like let us torment the audience. That's what I'd like to see.
Yeah, no, very much so. Like I think, like the excuse me, there's a comic book which leans into, where Batman and the Joker are old, and there's a certain where the Batman actually finally kills the Joker before he's realized and uploaded himself into like this, I don't know, USB drive, and then comes out in Batman 2099. But like where I would like to see that Joker, because he's old enough to be like, he's older and smarter, but he's also very twisted, but procedurally twisted. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's exactly it. Yeah, yeah.
And hopefully gets a batarang to the eye.
That's it. Because like his experience, rather it just be like, because obviously Batman is, you know, a master martial artist. The reason why the Joker gets the edge is because he is super intelligent, but it's like, he's like, what would be good is if we got like a Joaquin Phoenix, because he's older, he's been around the block, so his experience is what gives him the advantage over a Batman. As young as Robert Pattinson. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and that was the thing in the Joker movie, wasn't it? That Bruce Wayne was in the audience and he was also a kid, so that would be quite. Like the Joker would be quite old.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
So I'd be curious to see. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be interesting. Yeah.
But yeah, for a sequel, let's get this one out of the way first. Anything else that you wanna add about it? Any things that you want to quickly go over?
Yeah, I'm curious to see if this is like Matt Reeves going, "This is my universe, I'm making my own," or if he's going to tie anything in from any other films. Like, is he going to say like, no, like this is a whole universe, or something like that? I know he's starting anew, but like maybe he's going to pull something from other movies and say like that's from the future or whatever. Or if this just goes, no, this is my universe, I'll do whatever I want. And so he's starting anew. And also I'm curious to see if Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne actually do become a thing.
That'd be, yeah.
You know, like now in the comics and stuff like that, they are.
Yeah.
So, and I'll be curious to see if that's a thing. If that happens, like maybe. And also, I would like this not to be a trilogy. I'd like him not to screw it up and not be a trilogy. I want more films. So like I want this movie to be so good that we're like, yes, give us more, instead of go, yes, leave it. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so kind of open, like the Marvel Extended Universe, where there's effectively no end to that. Yeah, no, I'd love that. I wouldn't say no to that. I mean, no, like isn't he the most popular superhero in terms of like comic books sold?
No, that's Spider-Man.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Well, he's second then. I'm sure he's second.
For DC, I believe I'd say he'd be the highest.
That's what I meant, Scotty. That's what I meant.
Yeah, but you didn't say it, did you?
Oh.
Gotcha. I've got my own back. Yes.
Yeah, I nearly came out of this video with one up, but no, you've brought it back. All right then, man. We'll leave it there. To our audience that are watching, I hope you enjoyed the video. Drop a like if you like it, and subscribe if you want to see more. And we'll see you later.
See you later. Thank you.